You walk into a grocery store. You grab the same cereal, the same chips, the same paper towels. The price tag looks familiar. But a week later, something feels off. The box empties faster. The bag feels lighter. The roll runs out sooner. That isn't your imagination. It's shrinkflation, one of the least visible but most powerful ways inflation has reshaped American consumer spending. Shrinkflation happens when a company reduces the quantity of a product while keeping the sticker price unchanged. Instead of charging you more dollars, they charge you more per ounce, per serving, or per sheet. For example, a cereal box drops from 18 ounces to 16 ounces. The price is still $4.99. That means you're paying about 12% more, even though the price didn't change. According to LendingTree's analysis of U.S. retail data, shrinkflation has affected about 1/3 of common grocery products since the pandemic, often without changes to shelf prices. This is why economists sometimes call shrinkflation price inflation in disguise. The register doesn't show it. The label technically tells you, but most shoppers never catch it. Shrinkflation works because human perception is flawed. People react strongly to price increases. If a product jumps from $3.99 to $4.49, shoppers notice instantly. But if the same product quietly drops from 16 ounces to 14.5 ounces, most people won't catch it, especially if the packaging design looks identical. Behavioral research shows consumers are far more sensitive to visible price changes than to small quantity reductions. That gap in perception is exactly what companies exploit. Shrink just enough to avoid detection. Repeat the process slowly. Let familiarity do the rest. Over time, those small reductions compound. But before we begin, smash that like button and subscribe to our channel so you never miss our next story. Now let's look at how this plays out in real products sitting on U.S. store shelves. Sports drinks and soft drinks are among the most visible examples. Gatorade bottles that were once commonly sold at 32 ounces have been redesigned to 28 ounces in many stores, often without price reductions. To most shoppers, the bottle shape still feels familiar, but ounce for ounce, you're paying more. Soft drink companies have also shifted towards smaller package formats and reduced multi-pack volumes. Instead of raising prices dramatically, they change portion sizes and packaging formats, shrinking total liquid sold per purchase. Snack foods are a classic shrinkflation category. Doritos' parent company, Frito-Lay, publicly acknowledged reducing net bag weights while maintaining retail prices. In simple terms, fewer chips, same cost. Lay's potato chips have followed a slower approach. Bag designs stay visually similar, but ounce counts quietly decline over time. The shelf appearance remains unchanged, but the amount inside doesn't. Air-filled packaging makes this even harder to detect. A bag can look full while containing less product than before. Chocolate provided one of the most famous shrinkflation moments. Toblerone reduced bar weight by increasing the gaps between its iconic triangular pieces. Consumers immediately noticed the visual difference, sparking backlash and forcing the company to reverse the change later. In the U.S., Hershey's products have also experienced gradual size adjustments over time, not dramatic redesigns, but subtle weight reductions that compound quietly. This shows two sides of shrinkflation. When the change is obvious, consumers react. When it's subtle, it often goes unnoticed. Perhaps the most extreme examples come from household paper goods. Toilet paper brands have reduced sheet counts per roll, while rebranding packages with labels like Mega, Super, and Ultra. The rolls sound bigger, but many actually contain fewer sheets than older versions. Some industry studies show sheet counts dropping by more than 20% over the years, even as roll names suggest increased value. It's shrinkflation disguised as upgrade marketing. Shrinkflation doesn't hit all at once. It slowly chips away at household budgets. When products get smaller, you replace them more often. That means more frequent purchases, higher monthly grocery spending, and less value per trip. For families already dealing with rising rent, fuel prices, insurance costs, and utilities, shrinkflation quietly adds pressure without ever showing up as a clear price increase. And there's another important issue. Once products shrink, they rarely return to their original size. Even when inflation slows down, companies rarely restore previous quantities. Instead, the smaller version becomes the new normal. If larger versions reappear later, they're often marketed as premium or family-size upgrades, with higher prices attached. Shrinkflation doesn't roll back. It stacks. Shrinkflation exists in a legal gray area. As long as companies accurately label net weight and serving sizes, the practice is technically allowed. The problem is that most consumers don't scrutinize packaging details closely enough for labeling alone to provide meaningful transparency. In the US, lawmakers have criticized major brands and proposed regulatory discussions, but comprehensive enforcement remains limited. Because shrinkflation doesn't break pricing laws directly, it persists as a market strategy rather than a regulated violation. There's no easy way to avoid shrinkflation entirely, but understanding how it works can help consumers spot it. A few simple habits make a difference. Compare unit prices, not just the sticker price. Watch for packaging redesigns labeled New Look. Pay attention to serving counts and net weights on products you buy often. Focus on the cost per ounce, gram, or sheet, rather than the package price. These small checks make shrinkflation visible in real time. The more consumers compare products carefully, the harder it becomes for companies to quietly reduce value without being noticed. Shrinkflation isn't flashy. It doesn't show up in headlines every day. It doesn't announce itself at checkout. But it's one of the most powerful ways inflation reshapes everyday life, slowly and quietly. So the next time you shop, don't just ask how much it costs. Ask how much you're actually getting. Because when products shrink silently, awareness becomes the only real protection.